The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, I'm Camila Guare with TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, evicted settlers encouraged to take legal action, institution increases campus security, and former AFL veteran leads Muruks. Four armed men involved in yesterday's robbery at Diamond Brothers Supermarket in TVWAN have been apprehended and are now detained at TVWAN Police Station. According to the police brief, the armed men allegedly stole a taxi and used it to execute the robbery. After robbing the shop, they fired 5 rounds of firecrackers and then fled towards TVWAN Airport. New Ireland Provincial Police Commander, Chief Superintendent Albert Belly, said police gave chase and caught the 4 who had abandoned the vehicle and tried to escape on foot. Some of their accomplices managed to get away. The PPC said police will confirm the identities of the others. Meantime, those in custody will be profiled and charged accordingly. Individuals and families affected by the Rabiagini 2-mile settlement eviction in Port Moresby have the right to take the matter to court. Central Governor Rufina Peter has spoken up about the eviction that was carried out on Sunday, January 25, 2026, following an attack on a police officer the previous night. Central Governor Rufina Peter recently issued a statement on the January 25th eviction at Rabiagini 2-mile settlement in Port Moresby. She said she is conscious of the sensitivity surrounding recent events at Rabiagini and mindful of the responsibility leaders carry when state actions result in the displacement of families. Governor Peter outlined that Central Province affirms the right of affected individuals and families to pursue lawful remedies through the courts, where facts can be tested, evidence examined, and accountability determined impartially. She said this is how democracies resolve serious public concerns, through institutions, not confrontation. The Rabiagini settlement lies within the National Capital District. However, respect for human rights and constitutional process transcends administrative boundaries. The Central Governor outlined that Port Moresby is the political and symbolic heart of our nation, and its governance sets the tone for the rest of the country. Therefore, leadership, particularly leadership exercised over many years, must continually reflect on outcomes, not intentions alone. Evictions should be a last resort, not a substitute for long-term planning. Peter stated that how we manage hardship, displacement, and vulnerability in this city sends a message far beyond its borders. If we want lasting peace, we must govern with foresight. If we want unity, we must act with fairness. If we want legitimacy, we must protect dignity, especially when decisions are difficult. Governor Peter said that is the standard the people of Papua New Guinea rightly expect and rightly deserve. Over 400 blocks of land are located at 6 Mile, Ragamuga, for the relocation of settlers in the nation's capital's 2-mile hill eviction. With the new road from Saraga, Kipo, and to East Boroko, the Moresby South MP says blocks will also be given to hard-working citizens who deserve it.
For several years, the National Capital District Commission has been relocating city residents affected by various evictions at infrastructure development sites. This settlement upgrade project will bring about a rapid change to the 6-mile Saraga estate as more and more settlers are relocating there.
Everybody agreed. We had numerous meetings over the last couple of years. We had numerous meetings with all the settlement people, sat down with them, understood the situation, knowing that eventually they would have to leave 2 Mile, and common sense prevailed. And that's why I'm greatly appreciative of our Symbols and Eastern Highland community there at 2 Mile Hill Memorial. They did the honourable thing. They've been rewarded in respect to getting blocks of land at the Saraga estate, which were allocated to them. But, nothing's for free, and they still have to pay for it at the end of the day. But the titles are there, and at least they've got a permanent place to go to.
He said they are currently surveying NCDC land that was awarded by the Land Department, over 400 blocks with water, sewage and electricity.
You could see what we're trying to achieve, do it in an orderly fashion where people had somewhere to go. We're not just going to put people on the street. These are human beings. And the most important thing is that they get treated properly. That's where we're at.
The Saraga estate is looking to house many who are local residents and former displaced settlers with formal land titles so they can build homes. Jasmine Irojak, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Kechenko added that the 2 Mile Rabiagini area will now be closely reviewed to determine how the land will be managed.
Result at the end of the day. We've also got to look at what's going to happen to Rabiagini now and into the future, and being state land and also being some land with NHC and some customary land as well from Motu Koitabu. We need to balance out who actually owns some of that land and how we can address it going forward on ownership and development, because that's very important as well for the city's development.
With the PNG University of Technology in Lae Morobe Province preparing to welcome its first-year students next week, the senior executive management team has issued a reminder on the consumption of alcohol. Registrar Veronica Thomas stressed that the university has a zero-tolerance policy on alcohol. First-year students are expected to start arriving at the PNG University of Technology campus in Lae from February 5th, 2026, settle in and register at their respective schools starting on Monday, February 9th. When giving an update on the 2026 academic calendar, PNG UOT Registrar Veronica Thomas emphasized that the institution has a zero-tolerance policy on alcohol. PNG UOT also has new policy on no smoking and chewing betel nut, which students are urged to observe and comply with as soon as they arrive on campus. These policies are in place to create an environment that is conducive for student living and learning and to nurture responsible students. Thomas said the campus security officers are enforcing these policies, and they are coming down hard on this because alcohol is causing major problems in communities and amongst university students as well. She appealed to students to think about their parents, guardians, and sponsors who are paying for their school fees before they engage in alcohol-related activities that will jeopardize their studies while on campus. Vice-Chancellor Professor Ora Renagi alluded to a campaign program that will address culture change and student behavior.
And our objective is to make sure that the university continues to ensure that the values that we stand on, the values that we have since 5-10 years ago, that we have stood on to build our university to these levels, must continue to be maintained. And so we will be putting in place a campaign program to reach out to the students, staff, and we will ensure that the values of gender equality, inclusivity, diversity are spelled out clearly, that the whole population within the university is aware of these values.
You're watching TVWAN News. After the break, UPNG increases security and government urged to boost CS funding.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's OneTalk wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our OneTalks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's OneTalk wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring the roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring the roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
Cold Power Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby I susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area, or time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This lutok sawa I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
It's not just a sport, it's a way of life.
Really good with ball in hand and will score under the post.
Charging down the field, some by Maka. How about that for defending? McCarthy Black takes them all on the outside and he's gotten away initially.
And now Faith Nathan slices between the New Zealand defenders.
And they're almost the way they are, PG. They're going to get the opener in the second half. One line break is enough. They live and breathe this game.
The NBA on ESPN is happening now. We don't know who's going to catch fire or who will shock the world. We don't know which bucket will break some hearts, who's showing up courtside, if dynasties will ever dynasty again. And we don't know which play will become a poster. But we do know that for tip-off, Christmas, finals, and everywhere in between,
Stop playing with me.
ESPN is your home for hoops.
Welcome back. The University of Papua New Guinea has substantially increased campus security compared to previous years. It would like to ensure that only legitimate students are on campus conducting activities in a safe and secure space.
It has become evident that every year, non-students and illegal activities involving students drinking and harboring of outsiders has been active at the University of Papua New Guinea campus. The situation has posed youth security risk to other students who come for the purpose of pursuing tertiary studies. Since the appointment of Professor Ian Finlay as Vice Chancellor in August 2025, campus security is a top priority.
So we have substantially increased security across campus. Previously, we had very little control of who was entering campus. So we had students, we had ex-students, we had outsiders, we had commercial companies coming on campus, we had lots of alcohol on campus. We had very little control of who was actually on campus. So I think you'll already see some of the changes that we've made. We have a much better security system when you enter campus. So taxis are not allowed on campus, buses are not allowed on campus because that allows smuggling of alcohol and drugs.
With great security concerns raised in the last academic year, initial actions taken included ceasing access to taxis and other public motor vehicles from entering the campus and setting a 6 p.m. curfew for private vehicles from moving in and out of the campus. Another youth security measure taken is the setup of CCTV cameras in all halls of residence to monitor student movement and to help security personnel respond quickly to incidents. James Village Hall of Residence in the main campus is the main area for monitoring as it houses more than 1,000 students at one time annually.
So no longer can alcohol and drugs get on campus. We also have upgraded the security of all of our student accommodation. So we have new locks, we have new CCTV cameras, we have new alarm systems, we have replaced some of our security guards, we have implemented hourly drive-bys by security. Because if burglars or criminals see security, they are less likely to do a crime.
Professor Finlay added that security upgrades will continue to expand throughout the 2026. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
Staff of Divine Word University have completed 2 weeks of resumption activities in preparation for student registration for the 2026 academic year. Registration commences Monday, February 2nd, across all Divine Word University campuses. The university registrar has indicated that student enrollment numbers are expected to reach 2,030 at the Medan campus, 625 in Wewak, 573 in Rabaul, and 133 in Port Moresby. In addition, an estimated 1,645 students are expected to enroll in flexible learning programs. A welcoming news for students and families. The university indicates that there will be no increase in tuition fees for 2026. Students are required to pay the on-registration fee, while those seeking accommodation must pay additional fees to qualify as residential students. The Papua New Guinea Correctional Services yesterday launched its 2026 to 2031 corporate plan in Port Moresby under the theme PNGCS Reset at 50.
The PNG Correctional Services Corporate Plan 2026 to 2031, which was launched yesterday, January 29th in Port Moresby, marks a major milestone in the Correctional Services institutional reform journey and reflects its collective commitment to building a safer, more secure, humane and rehabilitative correctional system. The corporate plan is anchored by 7 strategic priority areas, which includes leading with integrity and accountability, upgrading and expanding facilities, empowering officers, delivering transformative rehabilitation, embracing digitalization for operational excellence, strengthening partnerships, and driving economic sustainability. PNG Correctional Services Acting Commissioner Bernard Nepo said the core of the plan is the smart prison concept, a transformational approach that integrates modern technology, data-driven management, and rehabilitative programming.
Correctional Service Corporate Plan 2026 to 31 represents a a pivotal moment in our institutional transformation. Through the Smart Prison concept, the 7 strategic priority areas, and strong stakeholder partnership, we are laying a solid foundation for a correctional system that is secure, accountable, rehabilitative, and aligned with aspirations of our people.
Napo said the plan is specifically designed to address long-standing legacy challenges, including chronic overcrowding, mass escapees and breakouts, weak infrastructure, and limitation in the effective delivery of rehabilitation and reintegration program.
Reaching infrastructure, weak governance systems, limited digital capability, inadequate funding, and outdated operational procedures.
Napo said the plan aligns with the government's broader vision for a smarter, secure, and more prosperous Papua New Guinea, contributing directly to national security, productivity, and unity.
The correctional service reform cannot be achieved by correctional service alone. Strong partnership is required with provincial governments, central agencies, the law and justice sector, churches, civil society organizations, and of course the global partners, and not forgetting the private sectors.
Chief Justice Sir Gibbs Salika has called on the government to properly fund the Papua New Guinea Correctional Services as an important state institution. He said over the past 50 years, the correctional services has been receiving little attention, with funding allocation mostly ranking lower than other law and justice sectors. Sir Gibbs made the remarks yesterday in Port Moresby during the launch of the Correctional Services Corporate Plan 2026 to 2031.
Chief Justice Sir Gibbs Salika says the Papua New Guinea Correctional Services Corporate Plan 2026 to 2031 is impressive but will require adequate funding to be fully implemented. Speaking at the launch of the plan, Sir Gibbs called on government to properly fund the institution, noting that over the past 50 years, the PNG Correctional Services has received limited attention, with funding allocations often lower than other law and justice sector agencies.
To ensure that your plans come into fruition. But how can you make that plan come into reality? What makes it work? Money makes it tick. And correctional services, for some reason, has been at the lower end, getting all the scraps. Police, you have had all the money that government can afford to give, and you have been on the higher end of receiving all the monies. And of course, the judiciary, we have been very fortunate to be having all the monies that we ask for. We get it quite easily. But correctional services, for some reason, gets the scraps. Unfortunately. That is the reality of the situation.
Salika has also called for the terms and conditions of employment for correctional services officers to be upgraded to the same level as other public servants.
Skills of correctional services must be upgraded to be like those of the other disciplined forces like the police and the army and others, so that they too, their morale can be uplifted by that simple fact of getting the terms and conditions of employment upgraded to a level equivalent to other public servants. That's my call to the government.
He said the correctional facilities are situated all throughout the country, but face challenges of chronic overcrowding, mass escapees and breakouts, and weak infrastructure because of limited funding.
With limited manpower and limited resources like money is not there to support them. And so my call to the government is, please, Minister for Correctional Services, put it to your colleague ministers that correctional services need to be taken care of properly, so that we can have a proper correctional service institution right throughout the country.
Sir Gibbs Salika said the correctional service plays an important part in rehabilitating lawbreakers when arrested by the police and convicted by the courts. They perform an important role like other law enforcement agencies. Therefore, they must be given a priority in terms of funding to properly function.
An important organization for this country. We can go and the police you can go and arrest everybody and can go and send them to prison, but who looks after them there? that is the job of these men and women who serve at the correctional services institutions, right throughout the country. And what do they get? Nothing.
Minister for Correctional Services Joe Cooley supports Salika's call.
Ito kami to finish. I'm so hard and I'm so touchful, man, no breakers in general in this country. But through our strong discipline of man and the constitution, says personal constitution. Through me visit the whole of the province, all the jails, accommodation, all the Barab and through. All the infrastructure in Barab and through.
The Port Moresby General Hospital has been praised for being the first national hospital to submit its 2026 annual implementation plan in the first month of the year. During the annual dedication service on Thursday, January 29th, hospital management also handed in the 2025 Hospital Management Report.
Port Moresby General Hospital has been organizing annual dedication services for some years. This year, however, is the first time they included the first management report as a result of the first ever hospital annual plan, which they incorporated for 2024 to 2025.
Mr. Kase, once again, congratulations for establishing that university. PMGH is ready to be partner with the new university as the teaching and research hospital for the country to train all categories of health workforce for the country. So this year is an important year for us for those many achievements.
Secretary for Health and HIV/AIDS, Pasco Kase, was impressed with the performance of the Port Moresby General Hospital in being able to present an annual implementation plan as well as the first management report from the first annual plan they produced in 2024.
People start for having this report.
Congratulations to Port Moresby General Hospital staff, management and the board for achieving this milestone in just the first month of the year that we got it. I think many are still doing theirs, so a huge challenge is going to everyone else nationwide to ensure that your annual implementation plan is very critical for delivering the services that our people require. It's through this plan that we show our people and our government how their money is being spent. Without a plan, people go spending all over the place and unaccounted for.
He also congratulated the Port Moresby General Hospital for being the first to produce the report way ahead of expected submission date, which is in March.
It is a legal requirement by law that before March every year, all provincial health authority boards and public hospital boards must report on the annual management report how they have implemented this plan with all the monies and resources that they have been given through this management report. That's for accountability and transparency. So I congratulate the Port Moresby General Hospital staff, management and board for a job well done. Thank you.
Dr. Malumi acknowledged the National Capital District, PHA, for being its partner in delivering some of the services which otherwise would continue to choke in the system and be the reason for stress. He mentioned the establishment of the 6 Mile Polyclinic, which has been operating for over a year now and has seen over 109,000 patients. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
In finance, the Kina closed lower at $0.2338 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, Kina was buying $0.2263 US, $0.3175 Australian dollars, $0.1808 euro, and 34.33 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, cocoa, palm oil, and crude oil closed higher, gold and coffee closed lower, and copper closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. This is TV1 News. We'll have news overseas when we come back. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
Digicel Business. We help grow your business with secure, reliable and cost-effective ICT solutions. We will manage your technology so you can power your vision for your business with the best solutions to offer. Accelerate your business growth with Digicel Business Cloud Solutions with cloud platform services, disaster recovery as a service, and backup as a service. Talk to our cloud solutions experts today. Digicel Business. Better solutions for better business.
Did you know that you can get the latest updates on what's happening on the DTV app? 1. Open the DTV app. 2. Go to the profile on the upper right-hand corner of your screen and scroll down to push notifications. 3. Turn it on and you're good to receive notifications on the latest sports, TV series, and movies. DTV, your TV on the go.
From the heights of Olympic glory,
Michael Clem! Driven, focused, and determined to be successful.
Dad just screamed, he goes, world record! To fighting a war with his own body.
He had called me going, I can't walk.
I lost pretty much all the muscles in my right leg. His body was starting to break down.
How Michael Clem came back from the brink.
Now where he is amazing.
I've got my drive back.
Australian Story on ABC Australia.
T20 World Cup after 17 years. This is what you play for. This is what creates memories of some of the greatest players in the game.
Welcome back. Papua New Guinea Rugby League fans, temperatures around South Australia are set to soar again as the scorching start to 2026 continues. The hot weather, combined with extremely dry conditions, has some fruit growers counting the cost on the upcoming harvest. Apologize for this technical issue. Going back, temperatures around South Australia are set to soar again as the scorching start to 2026 continues. The hot weather, combined with extremely dry conditions, has some fruit growers counting the cost on the upcoming harvest.
Joe Taravalo grows apples in the Adelaide Hills. The recent heatwave has damaged and sunburnt some of his fruit.
The heat just basically cooks the fruit and the damage is done internally.
Right now, he estimates his losses at about 10 to 15%.
If we get another heat event like that, we'll lose another 10 to 15%.
Netting helps to reduce the damage.
We do have netting on most of the fruit, as much as we can afford. Where we haven't got netting, they're exposed, they get sunburnt.
It's not just the heat that's affecting the apples. The hot weather also reduces the food source for bird life, meaning birds are eating fruit straight from the orchard. And there's been no decent rainfall since November last year.
Anything less than half an inch is not a rain event. It has to be 25 to 50 mil to be a significant rain event, to be of any use.
Renee Kretschmar grows stone fruit near Warabra in SA's mid-north.
We can water them to maintain them, but they really need rain to sort of start thriving, I guess.
Relief isn't on the horizon. The Bureau of Meteorology is forecasting below average rainfall for most of East and South Australia in the next 3 months.
It does not look like we're necessarily heading into a prolonged spell of wetter weather to start to catch up on those rainfall deficits from recent months.
Much of South Australia will heat up again on Friday before moving into the mid and low 30s for the week.
School has started back up. Students in Australian capital Canberra will return to the classroom next week. On Monday was the first day of school for some of the youngest Canberrans, while a brand new school has opened its doors for the first time.
And plenty of excitement.
Good morning. Here's someone very excited.
As these kindergarten students head into the classroom for the very first time.
We're really excited. We've moved all the way from Kenya in Africa, so this is our first day back in our first Australian school, isn't it?
Time, as the cliche goes, flies quite a bit with these ones when they come out tiny and then they're off in their school uniforms.
He is so excited. He was wearing his shirt all day yesterday because he was just so pumped to turn up today. He's loving it.
The new students getting a chance to get used to their new surroundings ahead of other Canberra students returning to school next week.
How excited are you about school?
Very. I feel very happy and the kids are very excited to go to school today.
A little bit daunting, a little bit nerves, but we're looking forward to it. Looking to getting her out of the house as well.
Yeah. It was a hot first day with 40 degrees forecast, but that didn't stop new friendships from starting to form.
Day one is full of all sorts of energy and it's such an important thing for us to set up well for our children.
The newest non-government school to open in Canberra also welcoming its first students.
I am so proud that I'm having a new school and I'll make new friends and I'll have an amazing teacher.
Schools are really about relationships, and what's really special is when we see our families, when we see our young people coming into the room, that's what school is. Education is first and foremost relationship.
A day to remember.
Hooray!
Sydney Zoo has shown off its newest resident, a giraffe born just last month. He's already popular with visitors.
Yet small and still a little unsteady.
It was definitely one of the biggest babies we've had born here at the zoo since we opened.
2 months old and weighing more than 120 kilograms. Sydney Zoo's latest arrival is still getting used to the limelight.
Yeah, we come in quite a bit, so it was cute to see a new little baby.
It's like tiny but huge at the same time.
So furry and I guess it's soft. And it has a really long neck.
He's absolutely adorable.
After a 15-month pregnancy, mother Ayama and newborn are doing well. But the first few weeks were critical for zookeepers.
When a baby giraffe is born, it's a pretty traumatic experience for that calf. It's a very, very long drop in those first few seconds of his life. Our little man had a little bit of a rougher start than normal, which meant that we actually did have to step in and help raise him.
This calf was only born in December, but it is already over 2 metres tall. As for a name, well, that will now be up to the public. A competition will decide between Jasiri, Tamboti or Bahati. Baby steps for Sydney's newest 4-legged favourite.
And that ends the news segment. Next in sports, lower cost for NRL fans and Eggmark confirms sponsorship.
Join Digicel and enjoy the network that rewards you with a whole lot more.
Activate a new Digicel prepaid SIM and get 2 gigs data plus 20 minutes free Digicel to Digicel talk for 3 months. Get your first month's reward instantly with no spend required. Spend 30 kina or more for your rewards in months 2 and 3. So what are you waiting for? Get your new SIM at any Digicel outlet or agent today and enjoy free talk and free data only with Digicel.
Living in a village? No problem. No power? No problem. No TV? No problem at all. Now you can watch your favorite sports and entertainment shows right from your phone or tablet. That's right, it's mobile and convenient. So what are you waiting for? Download your Digicel TV app today. Watch TV any place, anywhere, anytime.
New South Wales lead the game.
Oh, that's enormous margin! Digicel TV app, PNG's #1 mobile TV app. Dial *675# or visit my Digicel app to buy your TV plan today.
Missing the headlines that matter the most? Only one better way to stay up to date. TVWAN Online. One click on tvwan.com.pg. Access PNG's breaking news, top stories, international news, and the latest in sports and entertainment. Visit tvwan.com.pg wherever you are in PNG and bookmark it to your home screen. TVWAN Online, the news source you can trust, just one click away.
It's NFL season on ESPN.
Energy, energy, energy.
You know what that means. Friday, busy.
What a start.
Monday, locked off all day.
For this place absolutely buzzing.
Tuesday, sorry, got plans.
Wide open, touchdown.
It's that toe-tapping, pick-sixing, game-winning drive time of year.
Wow, what a catch.
So fill your calendar. The NFL is on ESPN.
April 26th, 2010. That's the day that we adopted Natalia. She's not 6.
She was an adult. You could just tell.
She threatened to stab my sons, poison and kill my wife. I'm charged with 2 counts of child neglect. Is that correct?
Michael accuses Christine of beating Natalia.
Just when you think you have it solved, you find out you don't.
We were all abused. Maybe there's more than one villain in this story.
Make your weekend catch-up count.
Who's that? Romina?
Revisit the drama and intrigue of Harris Season 2.
Now you believe in them. You in a prolonged Carlos.
Get swept away by the love story of Forevermore.
Maybe he wants to check if Agnes has feelings for him again.
And dive into the gripping moments of Brothers Chapter 5.
Captured at his side, dead or alive.
Your favorite Filipino dramas all in one place this January on TV1 Plus.
Welcome back. Papua New Guinea Rugby League fans can look forward to an exciting opportunity as they will be able to purchase visas for NRL games at a remarkably affordable rate of 25 Australian dollars, equivalent to about 75 kina. This big announcement coincides with the entry of the PNG Chiefs into the Australian National Rugby League competition in 2028. 2 years still left before the Chiefs formally make their maiden entry to the Australian NRL competition 2028. Today's landmark event should get the fans excited.
The milestone announcement was delivered today by Australia's Minister for Home Affairs Tony Burke during a media conference at the Santos National Football Stadium. He was joined by PNG Foreign Affairs Minister Justin Kichenko and Sports Minister Finoka Fell. In the presence of PNG Chief CEO Lorna McPherson, Australian High Commissioner His Excellency Evan McDonnell, and other dignitaries, Minister Burke outlined the plan to make attending NRL games more accessible for the PNG Rugby League community.
So here's what starts for visas for 2028.
From July of next year, we'll have a web page in the Home Affairs, the immigration entry point, and it will be dedicated to NRL PNG. That'll be the whole purpose of that entry point. It will be focused on people who are players, administrators and fans who want to be able to get a visa for Australia.
Minister Burke encouraged fans to start preparing to apply for these visas in advance for the 2028 Rugby League season.
$25 visa will be able to go back and forth for the course of the year to every Chiefs game, even right through to coming for the final game of the year when the Chiefs play the Canterbury Bulldogs in the grand final. So I'm really excited about what this means, because what it means is people won't just be watching on their TV screens, people will be watching it live.
Minister Burke expressed his excitement about the significant impact this initiative will have on PNG fans, encouraging them to fill stadiums at both home and away games for the Chiefs. In response, Minister Justin Kichanko acknowledged the historic nature of this announcement, particularly the context of immigration and visa processes.
First time ever, especially in this very important area of immigration and visas, we have a blanket cover for the NRL games between Australia and Papua New Guinea at $25 for the whole 12 months of the season. Multiple entry, and there are some conditions. Make sure you have a ticket to go to the game and others, but they'll be all spelled out in the website with the department.
Furthermore, Minister Kichanko indicated that this initiative could lead to an influx of Australian fans visiting Papua New Guinea in 2028, highlighting the reciprocal benefits of this exciting new agreement. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Australian AFL veteran and PNG AFL Muruks coach, Captain Patrick Lloyd, is set to take on a significant challenge as he leads the team in their title defense against 2025 champions, Hong Kong, in the Asia AFL Championship tomorrow. Lloyd has been instrumental in the team's remarkable journey, having guided the Muruks to 4 cup titles since they first secured the Asia Cup Challenge in 2021. The current squad is a mix of AFL legends from both Papua New Guinea and Australia, alongside emerging talents eager to make their mark on the international stage.
Reflecting on his journey, Lloyd shared that he played most of his junior and senior football in Adelaide before relocating to Queensland. It was in Queensland that he established his ties with PNG, playing for the Coorparoo AFL club, where he crossed paths with PNG star Ben Tirang.
I started when I was young, down at a place in Australia called Adelaide. Played for a couple of teams down there, notably Jervois Football Club, which is in the River Murray. I ended up moving up to Queensland, and I played with a mighty team named Coorparoo. Also behind me here is Ben Tirang. We played together down at Coorparoo, so there's some connections there. And then obviously moved up to PNG for work and haven't looked back.
Outside of football, Lloyd is a professional construction manager for a local construction company. He skillfully balances his career with his passion for the game, ensuring he remains fit and connected to the sport he loves. Lloyd's involvement with the PNG Muruks has not only enhanced team dynamics, but positively influenced the younger athletes in the squad through his mentorship and leadership. His confidence in the team's abilities is palpable as they prepare to compete for their 5th Asia Cup title.
It's not only coaching that I do play. I'm a big voice out there for the boys. Also trying to get the best out of them with some help in directional stuff, also body positioning and how to address if they're getting beaten, what to do, what steps, and also how do we represent ourselves too, like across the board, so we're looked up to by the younger generation coming through.
With Lloyd at the helm, the Muruks are poised to showcase their skills and determination as they strive for excellence in this highly anticipated match. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
NGIP Eggmark has confirmed a 150,000 kina sponsorship of Eggmark Morobe Wawens FC for the 2026 Papua New Guinea Premier Soccer League season. The sponsorship covers the club's 2026 PSL registration fee and the full suite of playing and training apparel for the season, including home and away jerseys, workout shirts, and training kits. This marks NGIP Eggmark's second consecutive season as a major sponsor of the club. Eggmark FC Morobe Wawens is based in Lae, with players drawn from across Papua New Guinea. The team finished runners-up in the 2025 Premier Soccer League Grand Final, narrowly losing to Gulf Comora FC. Beyond the senior PSL side, the Wawens organization fields teams in the PSL Youth League and Women's League. The club also has male and female teams competing in the Lae Football Association and runs the annual Wawens Tournament, one of the most established grassroots football competitions in the country. The club places strong emphasis on youth development and community engagement. These values align closely with NGIP Eggmark's long-term focus on participation, opportunity, and sustainable development at the grassroots level. Resilience, determination, and adaptability are defining traits of the Wawens organization. These same traits underpin NGIP Eggmark's agricultural base and its more than 4,000 shareholders, many of whom are smallholder and subsistence farmers. For the 2026 season, the Wawens home jersey features watermark Bilum designs from Mape, Finchafen on the shoulders, with additional Garaina Bilum patterns running along the sides. The away jersey includes a Bilum motif forming the letters M and W, representing Morobe Wawens. In addition to financial support, NGIP Eggmark has assisted the club and its players during a transitional period by engaging several players as casual employees. This coincides with the relocation of Eggmark's cocoa buying point and Didiman store operations from their previous site to Malaita Street in Lae. NGIP Eggmark said it is proud to continue supporting Eggmark FC Morobe Wawens and looks forward to the 2026 Premier Soccer League season. Lone bowlers from across Australia's Northern Territory are heading to Malaysia to support the Australian Jackaroos as they seek to qualify for the Commonwealth Games.
Jackaroos are super excited to have the Northern Territory team join us in Malaysia. It's going to be a wonderful experience for them.
We don't have a lot of opportunities up here because we're so isolated. So yeah, any sort of time we get to go against the class we're playing against is is unreal for us.
Being one of the smaller bowls regions, I think, it's just going to develop their skills and I think they're going to learn a lot from it.
We went to the NT government and through the Northern Territory Sports Academy were successful in a Pathways grant. All the athletes who are in a high performance program with Bowls Australia, and this links in with a Pathways program through to Com Games and Olympic Games.
It exposes them to international competition and gives them a real insight into what we do day to day.
Good shot. They'll be getting into our huddles with us, talking about what we talk about, getting in the warm-ups and just showing them what we do while we're away on camp.
Oh, great effort!
What got me into lawn bowls was my family. So my grandpa to my grandma to even my dad all started young. It was only a matter of time before I picked up a bowl.
There's definitely a perception about bowls being for the older generation, but we're seeing now more and more that it's more of a younger generation coming through the sport.
The average age of the Australian lawn bowls team is actually younger than the Australian cricket team.
I definitely think the advantage the NT bowlers have would be walking into Malaysia into the same humidity. All those coming from the east coast of Australia, they don't know what they're walking into, where it's just another day in the park for us.
I think the Northern Territory guys will cope with that a lot better than the Jackaroos.
NT will be quite comfortable in that, and maybe us not so much.
Standing here, sweating.
But I think they're going to really give it to us. They've got nothing to lose.
Good.
I look forward to the really good competition against them.
They're trialling for com games, so we're just from the NT, but yeah, we'll give it a red hot crack.
We hope that they do really well, especially against the Malaysians, not the Jackaroos.
Message from the Malaysian team? Well, I don't know. We're coming for you, I guess.
And now the weather. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, cloudy periods with few showers possible at night, and Daru, partly cloudy, mostly fine, chances of few showers in the evenings. Momase, Ley, partly cloudy with chances of few showers, Wewak, partly cloudy with possible few showers. To the New Guinea Islands, Kavieng, partly cloudy with chances of few showers, and Kokopo and Rabaul, mostly fine with windy periods. To the Highlands region, Goroka, Kundiawa, Bans, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, seas moderate to rough with northwesterly to southwest winds of 15 to 25 knots. Solomon Sea, seas moderate to rough to very rough at times with northwest winds of 15 to 25 knots, reaching 30 to 40 knots at times along warning areas. Bismarck Seas, seas moderate to